Welcome to Industry Gossip by Potomac. My name is Manish Kata. This is a new series that we're releasing that touches on the industry news that's going out. A lot of them go out in PR pitches, and some are good, some are bad. And we, as an industry, we need to talk about it. Is it overrated? Is it underrated? Is it properly rated? Where do we stand? So, Norton, what do you got?
All right, I'm going to hit you with the first one. It's been in the news quite a bit lately that TD's customer service is slipping. Underrated or overrated?
Very underrated. There is a lot of news going on about customer service, and I know with the pandemic and the long wait times, they're just inundated with accounts, and it's a real story. It's a real problem, and I hope they correct it. I know from talking to our connections that people are staffing up, but this isn't an isolated incident, and I think that a lot of custodians are struggling with the volume right now.
Okay, the next one blew up social media when it was first announced, and it's been back in the news quite a bit with the new administration. The SEC Advisor Testimonial rule. Underrated or overrated?
I think it's underrated. I think people are not giving enough credit to the changes. I mean, this has been years and years that they never touched this law about testimonials, and people think that you're going to go out and hire Hulk Hogan to say that Potomac Fund Management is the best firm ever. And that's not going to be the case. But even Google reviews and things that before that you might have to add and uncheck or get rid of, you can freely discuss. Now look, there's going to be a lot of changes once it hits the registrar, and I think there will be some adjustments, but I definitely think this is underrated, and advisors need to pay attention to this.
I will cancel my call to Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
All right, the next one. Vise recently announced another round of funding. Underrated or overrated?
Oh, yeah, overrated. I mean, I am just in shock that this firm, last I checked, has 10 million on the ADV. I know that's probably old. Valued at something closer to 5 billion that they would have to raise. I don't get it. The premise is that they're going to create model portfolios using artificial intelligence. And for 50 basis points, I don't think they do any billing or reporting or any back office functions for advisors. So an advisor is supposed to just sign up with their software strictly for model portfolios using AI. I just don't get it. I think it's totally overrated. And if you talk about an outcome of too much money in the system, I think this is going to be the first thing to fall.
We'll run an ad against them when they close, like Orange.
Yeah. Get it going.
We talked about this on the Conquer Risk podcast. Custom SMAs, underrated or overrated?
I think they're between underrated and properly rated. I think they're, as opposed to the model portfolios using AI, I think sitting down with a client and creating a custom SMA using direct indexing techniques is definitely something advisors should embrace. There's going to be a lot more politics involved in investments where people are going to want to invest but stay away from certain companies, stay away from certain asset classes. As much as I don't like ESG for personal reasons, I think it's a valid thought process that clients are going to want to implement in their portfolio. So to have the ability to create these custom SMAs, which we talked about in our recent podcast, I think is going to be very valuable. So I would definitely say underrated.
Another one that's been in the news quite a bit recently is Franklin Templeton is now launching a Robo. Underrated or overrated?
Yeah, can you have Martina throw the graphics in for me playing the smallest violin possible here?
Will do.
I mean, how many more Robos do we need? I mean, this is so overrated. Listen, it's just another avenue for an asset manager to push their product. Nothing wrong with that. You do you. But in terms of another Robo from an asset manager or another Robo period, I think the market has proven that advisors simply don't give a shit about Robo advisors. So yeah, on to the next.
This next one was hotly debated on social media, particularly with the FinTwit crowd, the sudden reemergence of vertical video in your marketing. Underrated or overrated?
Shout out to Johnny at 3 Crowns Marketing. Yeah, vertical is as dumb as they get. Like, why are you shooting vertical videos? Are you going to punch the black sides on either side of it? It's horizontal all the way.
Couldn't agree more.
Johnny's take is massively overrated, and he should be banned from Twitter.
I'll get to work on that. All right, last one for this episode. Orion and Focus Financial starting a new cash venture. Underrated or overrated?
Yeah, overrated. I don't get it. Your money's at TD or Fidelity or Schwab. People are just going to use the cash there. If they don't like that cash, they can buy a money market and dance around the lower cash option. I don't understand how these other firms that have these cash options matter. Efficiency-wise, you're just going to use what the custodian offers 99% of the time. So yeah, this is overrated to me.
Outstanding. That'll do it for us.
Yes, sir. Next time we get a batch of news, we'll give you the skinny. Later.